And everybody in Rhinoceros, if you're not clicking along, you are not going to keep up. So I don't know, so really, I'm going to go through this once, and you're going to need what we do today for Friday's session, so I need you to click along. Alright. Everybody in Rhino?
Yes.
Good. I will not field any questions related to what I said today. I know I'm being a jerk. So, here we are in Rhino. Rhino is not SketchUp. Rhino is not AutoCAD. But they all relate to each other in some ways. There are a bunch of similarities and a variety of differences. Professor Mack knows Rhino. I'm very excited about that. Alright, so when you get into Rhino, first you see there are 4 viewports. So you can see it from the top, from the front, from the right, and from a perspective view. The first thing we're going to do is draw an object together so we have something to look at. We're going to draw a box. So most of the tools in Rhino, the basic tools, they're all over here in this toolbar. And, hey, one of those things looks like a blue cube. It's a box. If you click and hold down on that button, you will find a bunch of other tools are hidden behind it. So if I click and hold down on it, it's going to pop open a bunch of other 3-dimensional solid objects. There are tools under the tools. There's a line tool, and then there's a bunch of kinds of lines. There's a surface tool, and there's a bunch of kinds of surfaces. And there's a box tool. Hey, we're going to make a box. Look at the top of your screen. Up there is the command prompt. When you're not doing anything, it sits there saying command and waiting for you to type something. When you pick a button or choose a tool from a menu, all it's doing is typing the name of the command for you. So if you know the word box and you want to make a box, you can just type box and hit enter and it'll start box. Some of the things are easier to type than find in the menus. Okay. But hey, there's all those tools there. There are also tools in the menu list at the top. So under surface are a whole lot of kinds of surface things. And under solid are a whole lot of kinds of solid things. And there are over 10,000 documented commands in Rhino and over 4,000 undocumented commands. There are commands that Rhino doesn't know are in it. You might stumble across one of those on the YouTube or the Google or whatever. And I know a couple of them that are really, really important but don't exist in any of the menus, and Rhino won't tell you what it is or anything. It's because programmers wrote them, but the company decided not to include them in the documentation. But they're still in there. They're like Easter eggs in video games. Alright, so anyway, that being said, what it really means is there's no way you're learning all of them. So, I'm going to teach you box real quick. Hey, when I type box, the first thing that I look at is my command prompt. It is asking me what to do next, or telling me what to do next. And right now it says first corner of base. It is asking me where I want the first corner to be. I'm going to type 0 and hit enter. That will start that box at 0. You can type coordinates in X, Y, and Z. You can click on a place on the screen to choose where to start, and I just chose to start at 0. 0 is the origin. Its real definition would be 0, 0, 0. That is its location in 3-dimensional space. Alright. Man, I did it again. Why do I keep doing this? Hey, at the bottom, all the way at the bottom of your screen down here, it says X, Y, and Z, and then it says some units down there, like millimeters or inches or feet. What's it say? Yeah, my God. We need to work in inches because we're Americans. So what we're going to do, go to File and New. Do not save your blank document. And choose Small Objects Inches in the Template Files dialog. Small objects, inches. Hey, so we're working in inches, and we're making small objects. Small objects fit in your house. A couch is a small object. Alright, an earring is a small object. And that's what we actually make in the School of Architecture. We design big objects, but we make small objects. And we do that stuff in inches, so small objects, inches. Gives you a grid in your viewports. That is an inch grid. The large lines are 1 inch, the small lines are 1/4 inch. And I'm going to use that as a visual reference to figure out if your stuff is the right size. I should be able to look at your screen and go, oh yeah, that's fine, 4 inches. Without clicking and measuring and doing all this complicated stuff to figure it out. We're all in the same template, we can all speak the same language easier. Alright, now let's do that box again. We're going to start a box at 0. And then it wants the other corner of the base or length. Hey, I want it to be 1. And I want it to be 1 inch wide, 1 inch long, and 1 inch tall. So what do? I type 1 and hit enter. Type 1 and hit enter. Type 1 and hit enter. Hey, those numbers can be whatever numbers you want them to be in the future. But for today, it's a 1 inch by 1 inch by 1 inch cube. It is the world's lamest 3D model. All right. Now we can start looking at how to navigate the windows, because we got something to navigate. To start with, when you click in one of these windows, the label for that window highlights. So like when I click in front, the box around the word front turns blue. That's how I know which window I have active. Some of the things are really orientation specific. And so, like for instance, if I want to print this from the perspective view so that my printed image looks like this, if I hit print right now, what I'm going to get is the front view because that's the active view. Alright. I'm going to click in the perspective window to activate the perspective window. And I'm going to go above it to this gray ball with a grid behind it. It's called shaded viewport. And click on that. And that will shade that viewport. It shaded this object. Now you can see it's a solid object. So the orthogonal views, the front, right side, front, top side, whatever. Those are like drafting views. I like to leave them wireframed like I'm drafting. And they're helpful for selection and directionality and stuff. Yes?
You said, I clicked the thing and my entire box did not turn. It looks like only one face turned. Did you select the box first, the entire box?
No, just click in the window and then click on the shaded viewport button.
Okay, never mind.
It is good. So you're in something. What did you do?